The political world was shocked last Sunday when FTX, the bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange, announced its intentions to reclaim millions of dollars in political donations made under the direction of its founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, or other executives. This comes as Bankman-Fried faces a trial for wire fraud and other criminal charges. So, what does this mean for the politicians and PACs that received the donations? And how much of the money will FTX be able to recover? Welcome to Coin Engine, your source for all things cryptocurrency. In this video, we'll delve into the latest issues surrounding FTX and its call for the return of political donations. Let's find out what's really going on. FTX demands return of political donations. FTX, which was once valued at $32 billion, has been facing some tough times. The company filed for bankruptcy in November 2022 after its exchange token, FTT, experienced a steep drop in price. This led to a run on the exchange and revealed that it did not have sufficient reserves of customer assets to honor withdrawals. As a result of the bankruptcy proceedings, newly appointed CEO John J. Ray III was installed to oversee the exchange's Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Ray III had previously stated that donations linked to FTX should be returned, but last Sunday's statement was much firmer. The company demanded the prompt return of all contributions or other payments made by former CEO Sam Bankman-Fried or other executives by February 28. FTX also warned that it would go after any funds not returned voluntarily through legal means, with interest accruing from the date any action is commenced. Bankman-Fried was arrested and charged with 8 financial crimes, such as securities fraud, money laundering, and campaign finance violations by federal prosecutors in the Southern District of New York. He has been accused of misappropriating billions of dollars worth of customer funds for personal use, including donations to political campaigns. It's worth noting that FTX stated that recipients who donated funds connected to FTX to third parties, such as charities, are not exempt, and that the company will still seek to recover the money. FTX's political donations. Before the downfall of his crypto empire, Bankman-Fried was a prominent supporter of Democratic candidates and was one of the party's largest donors in the 2020 election cycle. He also revealed in an interview with influencer Tiffany Fong that he gave money to Republican candidates as well, but kept the donations dark to avoid negative media attention. According to a public spreadsheet maintained by OpenSecrets.org, a nonprofit that monitors U.S. campaign finance and lobbying, more than $84 million in donations were made by Bankman-Fried, former FTX co-CEO Wayan Salami, and FTX's former head of engineering Nishad Singh to political candidates and organizations. Politicians react to FTX's demand. Some politicians have already taken steps to return funds they received from Bankman-Fried, such as former Representative Beto O'Rourke, DTX, who said he returned a $1 million donation just before the exchange filed for bankruptcy. Other officials, including Senator Dick Durbin, DIL, and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, DNY, have stated that they will make donations to charities in amounts that match funds they received in connection to FTX. However, it remains to be seen how much of the money will actually be returned and how the bankruptcy proceedings will play out. A major pro-Democrat political action committee, PAC, plans to return $3 million in donations it received from FTX, according to its spokesperson. It's also unclear how the bankruptcy proceedings will affect the future of political donations from cryptocurrency companies, and if this will result in changes to campaign finance laws. Regardless, the FTX scandal highlights the need for greater transparency and accountability in political donations, and for politicians to be more diligent about where their funds come from. Not all politicians are following suit. Some are defending their acceptance of money from FTX, saying that the exchange was a legitimate business and that the contributions were made in good faith. Additionally, some have pointed out that the contributions made up a small percentage of their overall funding, and that it would not be feasible to return every donation they have ever received. The situation highlights the ongoing debate over the role of big money in politics and the influence it can have. As FTX bankruptcy proceedings continue, It will be interesting to see how the political landscape is affected, and whether any new regulations or restrictions will be put in place to prevent similar situations in the future. The recent bankruptcy filing of FTX has sparked controversy among politicians who have received funds from the company or its executives. While some have taken steps to return the donations or make charitable donations in the same amount, it remains to be seen how much of the money will actually be returned and what the outcome of the bankruptcy proceedings will be. The situation highlights the need for greater transparency and accountability in political funding, especially when it comes to donations from corporations with controversial histories. If you need more information about the latest updates in cryptocurrency, subscribe to Coin Engine channel for news and analysis on the cryptocurrency market.